multiple times. But like this one time, I went to a soba restaurant in Osaka and I was like, "Hey, yo, grandpa, can I have some ramen?" And he just looks at me and goes, "Are you from the north?" And I'm like, "How the fuck did you know?" Just completely neglected the fact that in my first video I said like I grew up in America and Japan. Everyone heard Japan and went, "Yippee!" Did I say something wrong? My mom behind me figures it out. She starts laughing her ass off, but she has to keep it together, so she's just like, "Eh? Nani? Eh? Nani? Eh?" And my mom explained to me, きっとあの子さ、あんたのことお兄ちゃんだと思ってたんじゃない? And I busted out laughing. Bye! I'll see you again, maybe? No.
Is this your YouTube channel?
Introduce myself to the class and be like, "Oh, hi, I'm Ringo. I'm from Aomori." They'd be like, "Ho, ho," like that cat meme that's like, "Ho." And then in America, it's like, "You're from Japan? What the fuck is Omori? Omori? The game?" No. We're like, "Oh my god, I brought toys!" Ah! We're like, "I'm gonna be Squirtle. I'm gonna be Pikachu." You can't be Pikachu. Pikachu's lightning type, you dumb fucking. And then we had like water balloons where, wait, and then, oh shit. Hey little man, you can be Pikachu. Seemed very attached to playing with me and not my sister. Stuck with this fuck ass kid who's at like crotch height, troll height. I'm also getting tired of the kid, and his family comes out too. He comes straight towards me. He's still like soaking wet. なんでピンクなの? なんでピンク女みてえじゃん。女かよ。なんで? だってそうじゃん。え? His face is pale. I want like guns. I was like, "Ew! It's fucking disgusting! What is that shit?" I do not understand that she's bullying me for my food. And I'm like, "This is rice. I'm so sorry you've never had it in your life. I'm so sorry you've never had it before. It's such a basic necessity food." And I'm like, "It's rice." She's like, "Ew." And I'm like, "This is called a tomato. Have you never had it?" She's like, "Ew, I'm not talking about that." I'm like, "Have you just never had food?" She's like, "Ew, no, I'm talking about that thing." And she's pointing to the seaweed on my rice. And that day in particular, my mom made me a character bento, karaben, which is where they put like a design into actual food of the bento box. She made like one of my favorite childhood characters, which no one in America will recognize, but it was like Anpanman Dorpanna. It was a like childhood anime for like kids to watch. The equivalent of like SpongeBob in America. So I was like, "Oh, that's my favorite character, Dorpanna. She kicks ass and like she kills bad guys. She's so cool." And this girl is just like, "It looks gross. What's that black thing?" Because it was seaweed. It looks like that. And I'm trying to explain like, "Oh, it's seaweed and rice." The one thing I remember her saying, I was a baby, but I remember exact word for word that she said, "That's disgusting. It looks like bird poo." And that was the moment where I was like, I'm being bullied. Whoa! It's just like those like commercials that are like, "Kids, don't be racist. Don't be a bully." Like that's what it felt like. I was like, whoa, it's fucking real. Like something snapped within me. I feel like the modern current version of myself, possessed 5-year-old me, it was like, "Do it. Fucking do it. Kill her." So with my little tiny hands, I pick up the seaweed with the chopsticks, and I was like, "Do you want to try it? Tastes good." I slapped it onto her face. Just. But she fucking screamed. She cried and screamed and ran to the teacher like a little snitch. And she was like, teacher, Ringo abused me. Ringo slapped some bird shit on me." And I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. And because I was the quiet kid growing up in America and in Japan, I was the quiet kid. If you know, you know. So no one ever suspected me because I was such a good little apple. I go out to have lunch and hang out with my friend Hono, and I bring out the question. So, how much do you actually make in content creation? Because like I'm worried. I feel like I'm not ever gonna get an industry job.
Yeah, so I did the sponsorship for and I made about like dollars from that. So yeah, I'd say it's a pretty viable career.